All right, hey, how's it going here? I'm seeing this if it's gonna work tonight. I don't know. This is gonna be crazy. I'm not sure this will work, but heck, we're here. Let's just try it. And it's the spirit of innovation, of trying out different things. If you're in the chat, say hi. But tonight we're gonna just try doing a little painting. And I started this painting on Monday. Actually, I'm turning on some things. So give me a second here. Alright, making sure that comment, okay, there you go. So I can see your comments coming in. If you have any comments, say hi in the chat. I don't know how people are even here tonight. It is late night here, 11:38 p.m. on a Thursday evening, going into Friday. Hey, fool, how you doing? Massive echo? Let's see. Oh, I know why. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. How's that? Does that sound better? How's that sound there? Tell me in your comments if that should be better. I had the camera, the echo on the, I had the sound turned on the cameras fixed. Good. Okay, cool. Make sure you can see me. Can you guys see me okay? Yeah. Okay, so tonight we're doing a painting. Let's see how this goes. I mean, heck, who knows? This could be an absolute disaster. In fact, it probably will be, but we'll see how it goes. I did a live stream for the city today. I did class for the city. So let me show you what I'm working on. So fade to that. This is the Willem Dafoe that I'm working on here. Willem Dafoe. Let's go ahead bringing me in here so you can see me here. All right. Let's have a go at it, shall we? Hold on. Let me make sure everything's all set up before I actually get to the painting here. Let's see here. Uh-oh, I lost signal. No, what happened there? Oh, no. That goes back again. Let's see here. Oh, for some reason the ZV1 keeps wanting to auto turn on the ad. All right, let's see. Oh, I know, because it's on switching the camera. All right, what's going on here? Your device is too hot. Oh, this camera is getting too hot for this particular job. All right, well, that's not going to be working. Let's see here. Let's turn a fan on so it's a little hot cooler. Let's get some air. It is warm in here, but my phone camera decided it was going to go crazy. Hey, history enthusiast, how you doing? Let's see here. I'm trying to just stream from my phone. Is that fan really loud? Let me know in the stream here. All right, let's see if we can actually get my phone back online here. Because I'm just streaming with my phone, and I'm seeing how that goes. Why aren't you in bed, history enthusiast? You've got to do stuff. I have a fan on in my room. I can't hear it. Haha. Well, there you go. Okay, cool. So the fan you can't hear. Let's see. Input was stopped temporarily. Do you wish to start it? Yes. Start it again. Let's see if that does any. There we go. Okay, let's keep the fan on. History was you were asleep, but you woke up. Yeah, I had a long day. Are you kidding me? I had to set up a live stream, and then I went and ran to teach my class, and then I came back and set up and did the live stream, and then I came home and I did this, and I had dinner with Joe. So here we go. Here is the painting. Let's see if we make sure we don't have echo still, right? We don't have any echo. Well, let's turn that off. Okay. Should be good there. How's that sounding? So this is the painting. How did class go? I think I've got a pretty good set of students this quarter, so I'm excited. All right. So I think what I'm going to do here, what I still got to do today, and I apologize if I'm going to get off of mic when I kind of talk here. I'm going to basically do a little more detail work, and I want to finish off his sweater and get him kind of up and going, and pretty much finish this painting here. This guy took me about an hour and a half. When I did this in class, And the rest of the class was doing landscapes, and I was like, I want to do a portrait. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and do a portrait, John. So I was working on this guy. Sorry, my phone. This is my phone, so for a night, this is what you're gonna get. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe the first thing we do is we tackle. Let's tackle the sweater first. And I do have a reference photo that I'm kind of working off of. His sweater is sort of blue, and this part's blue, and this part's kind of a gray. So maybe we'll do like a blue-gray kind of a situation here. So first thing I'm going to do is get some wax paper, and I'm going to lay down on my easel. Not my no, this is my easel. Wait a second. No, this is my easel. What is my paint board? Whatever they call this thing. I don't know. I'm pretty new to painting. I'm enjoying it a lot. So let's get some. I'm going to put some wax paper down because I've discovered I really hate scraping crap off of the paint board. What do they call them? Or is this called the easel? I'm not even sure anymore. Alright. I wish I had some tape. Now I've got tape oh, there's some tape. I can use some gaff tape. Tape this sucker down. I mean, heck, if this thing actually pulls off, whoops, if this thing actually works and people kind of enjoy watching it, I'll get a better setup. But for now, we're just going to have some fun with this. Oil? No, we're going to work on acrylic. I've been working with acrylics. So there we go. Now I tape that down. Put another piece of tape on it. Have I seen Bernie Fuchs, Robert McGinnis, Frank McCarthy? You might like it. No, I haven't. You gotta know, I'm pretty new to painting. I mean, I'm taking inspiration from Drew Struzan, which is, if you know movie posters, I would love to be able to paint like Drew Struzan. Seriously. If only, right? If I could only do that. Alright, let's take a look-see. Alright, so I'm getting... So I think I'm going to go with a little bit with let's start with a dark blue on this, and then we'll do dark green on that. So I want to start with this cyanine blue. I'm just going to get some on the brush. Or on the easel. That's pretty dark, it seems already. I'll put some black on that thing. Oh, those you mentioned were movie poster artists? That's cool. Yeah, I love movie poster art. Especially stuff that looks so photorealistic, right? That it's it just looks... It looks pretty almost photorealistic, but then you have to get up close to it, and then you see how painterly it gets when you get closer. Let's try with a flat brush. I got a little bit of water. Wet my brush. Fool says big fan of speed. That acrylic dries that much easier to layer with. How long have you been painting or illustrating? This still doesn't look like a beginner painting. I've been doing this for a week. This is my... I've done about 4 paintings so far, and this is my efforts after about, well, maybe 2 weeks of doing this. But I've got a lot of experience in miniature painting. I've done a lot of miniature painting. I've done a lot of Photoshop. I've done a lot of portrait work. So start with a flat brush. Let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and fill in that detail for the collar. And as I'm seeing, this is coming in pretty blue. That's okay, because we're going to layer this a lot. I feel like I'm going to Bob Ross this all day and night long. You like their art? Yeah, I definitely will check it. I mean, I love movie art. As you can tell, I'm kind of a big movie art guy. So my technique, which is not, I'm not special, but my technique is basically layer on certain colors, like midtones. I like to layer on my midtones, and then come back in, fill in the shadows, and then come back and fill in some highlights and stuff like that. So that's the direction I like to go in. And I love me some layers. And I start off with a really wide brush, really full brush, and then I come back in with detail brush and start detailing all that stuff. Like, I think I'm pretty happy with the way things look with Willem Dafoe here, but I definitely feel like I could probably use a little more detail. I can give him some eyelashes. That's always nice. Always nice to have eyelashes, bud. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a little bit more color, especially around the neck. A little more definition in there. Fool says, "Oh, thank God, this is actually a week's worth of skill building. I could actually hate you. I've been painting for a while, and I'm only just point where I can paintings have this much detail." Well, I think it's one of the things I started taking an art class after I had a breakup, and I was like, I need to get out and I need to go and be with other people, and maybe I'll meet someone, Although I find out that when I do art classes, basically old people and young kids. Those are the people that take art class in my city. Like, the single scene is pretty lame. But I took the art class to try to learn how to do some painting. It took me a while to kind of get my fingers around or feeling comfortable with acrylic painting. Right? So it took me about a couple months doing it. And but in that process, I made stuff that really I didn't think was very good. I'll be frankly honest. And it wasn't until one day I showed up and I was like, okay, what are we going to do today? And I was the only person to show up in that class. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to do portraits. I would love to do portraits. And we started it, and honestly, that first portrait wasn't that good. Not going to lie. I actually threw it away because I didn't like it. It just was kind of ugly looking to me. So that's a good start. We got a good base going there. You know, one thing I forgot is I forgot to get myself a paper towel. Oh gosh, where's my paper towels? Well, isn't that special? I can't find my paper towels. I literally had a roll of paper towels right here. Well, that's just annoying. Oh, there they are. There's my paper towels. Use your sleeve, says Tool Fool. You can also do HR says you can do a monochrome gray underpainting with watery color overlay. That's a cool idea. That's the kind of fun thing about art. I've kind of discovered. Like, I was always afraid that like I would take the art class, and I'd be told like, oh, here's how you're supposed to do it. And you're supposed to do it this way, and there's a certain method. And the answer is no, there isn't. So you do whatever you want to do. Like, you want to underpaint it with gray, go for it. If you want to layer on colors and then go 50 views, what the heck? Is that many people watching? I don't think so. I think we're pretty low on the views tonight. Yeah, 10 concurrent viewers. That's cool. I'm not expecting a lot of views on this video. We're just having fun, and we're experimenting with night and keeping me company. So I'm going to go kind of a greenish black on this second pass here. And I got to find myself some green. Let's see. I think I'll use this stuff right here. Let's go back so I can actually see what the... So I'm going to be using Mr. Turquoise Green. Yeah, that'll probably work. Turquoise Green. And we'll fill up that sweater. As I was saying, there's so many different ways to do anything inside of painting. What I'm finding kind of fun and fascinating. It's like, you know, is there a wrong way to do things? Not really. I mean, I guess there is. If it doesn't work for you, then it's wrong. One thing that I went to his class and I had another teacher give me some instruction on this particular painting, and they recommended mixing dark blue into your paints to try to create some of the shadow details. And I found that if you're working with skin tones, a dark blue is kind of a cool way to deepen those skin tones because you know I've got to kind of think a little differently. I'm so used to RGB color science, right? Ooh, I'm not sure I like that. Well, it's okay. We'll use this as our base, and then we'll come back in and hit it with a layer of darkness below that. So RGB, you know, RGB color ideas, right? So what's the opposite of yellow? It's blue. Well, if you got skin tones which are going to be kind of yellowish and you want to make them darker, if you use black against skin tones, you can kind of make them a little muddy. It makes them, instead of making them more darker brown, it makes them sort of more what do you call it? More gray and dull. So mixing blue in a skin tone is kind of a cool little trick that I picked up from my class on Monday. So this I painted this. So I did do I sketched it on Monday, and then I took it to class, and I spent about an hour and a half painting it to get to this point here. And now we're going to try to finish it tonight on stream. Look at you. We're going to finish it on stream. I'm going to get that shadow. Get that phone. The phone I'm using is casting a shadow on my painting. Let's not do that, shall we? How about that? There we go. I'm going to just move my painting over a little bit. I bought this new easel, and I love this easel. It's so much better than what I was working on before. What I was working on was a plastic tripod, and I really did not like that. Fool says there are some art teachers that treat it like black and white issue. I think it's often overlooked. Part of art is just the enjoyment of creating something and not the end product. I agree. And when I did my first portrait, I had so much freaking fun doing it, and I love doing these. It's just there's an effort there's a sense of creative problem solving, I feel, when you're working with like a painting here. So I'm going to mix a little bit more black in here and try to layer on a little bit more of a shadow around for his sweater so I can get some more dimension in there. Put a little more water on the brush to get it a little bit wetter. There we go. Now we're talking. I obviously don't want that turquoise green. I kind of want to go a lot darker. It just happens that looks really turquoisey green at the beginning. And I don't, the sweater is not the focus point. I kind of want to draw the eye away from the sweater, so I'm not going to go a lot of hard nose details in the sweater. I want to start kind of moving that toward black. Texture stuff, sponges, fabrics, whatever the texture surfaces to begin with. Yeah, I'm kind of hell bent on trying to create some sort of realism. So part of it, so here's the ugly secret, right? I did not sketch this. I used drawing aids to get the proportions and everything to the point where they are now. And my drawing aid, I mean a projector. I literally put it on a projector, and I got the major details onto the canvas using a projector. Now we're talking. That's getting close to the kind of the green that I'm looking for here. There we go. And that's how I started. Big fat brushes for, yeah, so I got myself a really big fat brush to do. I was going to do like a little white overlay for everything else, and maybe a little hint of blue on the edges coming out. We'll see if that works. But yeah, I'm trying to fill in the area at the sides here, because I want to get kind of that vignetting going on here. Fool says it's a constant struggle fight to intentional image on in your head and actual physical limitations of the actual brush and pushing back. Yeah, I'm learning that for sure. I'm just going to give a little bit of color on the bottom here. Oh, I don't even need to. I like the idea of having a little bit of green in here because he is the Green Goblin. Spill your beans. Spill your beans. Alright, that's not bad. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Now the question is, do I actually want to add more detail to that sweater? And I feel like I don't want to. You like using palette knife? I haven't. Palette knife is just something I haven't, like, actually felt good about yet. Like, I'm not down on the palette knife yet. You know, I've been watching. I get a lot of those little videos on Instagram and stuff like that show you the color mixing with the palette knife. I'll let that soak a little bit. Hey, Posies, Bloom, and Buds. I love acrylic knife. It feels like when I do it, it's such a blunt edges that it really makes it softer. How do I put that three-dimensional soft into it? I don't know. I'm not a palette knife guy yet. I don't have any skills with that. I'm gonna go with a real tiny detail brush here, and I want to do some detailing work, but I want to do really fine detailing work. I'm gonna go. I've discovered that I kind of like burnt umber as a way to create details. Maybe mix with a little bit of black, and kind of go in and maybe hit a few spots and create maybe burnt umber and blue would be a good mix. So this is my favorite painting so far. I've done 4 or so, and I really like the way this is turning out. Yeah, get some of that black in there. Really kind of get it some deep dark details. And I want it kind of runny because I like to go a little bit. So start with a palette knife and then go over the painting with a brush to smooth out some of the roughness, and there you go. There's your tip of the day. So I gotta need to get myself a maul stick. That's the next thing I want to make. I want to go ahead and put maybe a little bit of detail. Let's just see what happens if I come in there and just a little bit of extra. See if I like that or not. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Gives a little bit more depth and perception. I kind of want to come through here in some of these details and just add a little bit of darkness to them. And I think that will help sell the effect more. I mean, I kind of try to lay in between the world of realism and painterly. I really do wish I had a maul stick right now. Yeah, it's just like that. Just a little. I think that will help. Just adds a little bit of depth to it. And I wanted to do some stuff with the eyes. Maybe, yeah, just kind of outline that rim a little bit to give a little more depth. I'm finding my paint's drying really fast because I have the fan going. Let's try. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more detail. It's pretty good. I don't want to do too much on the under eye because I want to keep that kind of soft. Let's see. Maybe just a tad hair more. There we go. I think I buy that a lot. I'll do the same thing with the other eye. Just get a little bit more. A little more definition there. See, the thing about this painting, and I'm not. If you look up this original photo of Willem Dafoe, He's got a little bit more of a menacing look than I give him here. I tend to give him a little bit more. He's a little friendlier looking, and it's one of the things I'm discovering with portraitures is that the tiniest little things make a big difference in terms of how they look. I'm kind of going a little more brown on this one here. I don't like that. So pull that back. And you can just use a little paper towel and just dab that. That's not too bad. I think I may have overdone it. Alright, maybe you can come back here and just take a little bit of water and wash it down a little bit. I really screwed this up. Welcome to John painting crappily on stream. That's getting better. I think maybe what I should do is get some. I have this cashew that I've been using sort of as my skin tone. So put a dab of that on my. And I put some water that down. If I water it down, I can probably just make that a little softer. There we go. That just softens it up a little bit. Alright. Well, I learned my lesson. That wasn't so good. Let's see. What can we do? I think maybe this little... right there. There we go. That's not bad. I'm digging that. I wanted to do maybe a little more detail down here, the eyes. Let's get that little darker brown. I like that. It's just a little bit, again, I think I gotta be careful in that I feel like I'm going a little darker than I want. Although that's not bad. I just wish, I gotta bring it back just a tiny bit. There we go. Can you guys even see that, what I'm doing? I don't know, probably hard to see. Well, one of these days we'll do actually better setup than my phone. Because my phone's not exactly the best. Whoops, oh gosh, I dropped my battery on the phone. My phone is dying, so I have a big giant camera battery on here. Alright, put the battery back up there. There we go. That's probably good so you can see what I'm doing as far as the face. Posey says, especially see that in the smile folds look like taking a knife in putting in the definition creates that shadowing effect. It actually looks like creasing in the skin as he smiles. Interesting. Well, I'm not quite there yet. I'm still not using palette knives yet. But I will one day. Right now, I'm just going to be about like detail working. Dang, this acrylic dries so fast. Like I hardly have any to work with on this brush here. A little bit of blue in there. Okay, let's go. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll dig with that. Alright, let's keep going here. Yeah, let's continue with some wrinkles. I like these wrinkles. Maybe there's a wrinkle that kind of extends. You know what's interesting? I think probably maybe with a problem with my particular eyebrows is that I have the eyebrows going up a little bit and they really should be going down. So let's see if we can bring them back down again. Let's add a little more detail to this one. Gosh, you know, I'm enjoying this. This is pretty good where we're at with this thing. Let's see, maybe a little bit more, just fine lines. Really fine crow's feet here. Sorry, Willem Dafoe. I'm giving you crow's feet. Don't worry about it. You never see this anyways. Let's see, maybe just a tad. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm getting a little quiet here. I'm just concentrating. Also see like a little bit of an H thing going on here. So maybe I'll try to draw that in a little bit. Now giving him character. No kidding. Now let's just give a little bit of. Oh, I can't wait to hear how awful the comments will be in the morning when I get get this video. People are going to be watching this video. What is this crap you're doing? What does that have to do with filmmaking? You know, one thing I discovered was I think is really nice about painting, as far as filmmaking is concerned. You really need to start looking at lighting, especially when you paint. Like it becomes quite noticeable what's going on as far as the lighting is concerned. So I'm not in love with what I'm doing here. But I do want to soften it up a little bit. I'm not sure I love where I'm going with this. I may be just unfortunately painting, like ruining it by trying to go a little more too much detail to it. It looks like Albert Dorn's 1950s illustration style. Oh, good. It's good to hear. I want to look like somebody. I'm just kind of softening it up with some that cashew that I was using. It kind of like just brings it down a little bit. Maybe a little more of a stroke detail there. Okay. I'll buy that. That's not bad. How you doing, Nate Doler? I know it's nice. I know it's late. It's been a long time since I've seen you on stream. There we go. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I like it. I like a little bit like painterly. Like I love that texture, right? You're talking about like I like it rough, not smooth. I would say it's like I want to be able to make it you feel like it's a photograph from far away, but as soon as you step closer, you notice, oh, it's got edges, it's got movement to it. There's brush strokes. You know, that's what I like to see a little bit. I don't like what I did there. I don't know. I wonder if I'm making it. I wonder if I'm making this worse. I should probably learn to quit while I'm ahead. There we go. Just touch that back a little bit. That's a lot. There's a lot there I like. Composing for a feature length, very long hours, hard work. It's 10 a.m. here. Oh, there you go. Good for you. Well, it is 12:10 tonight here, and I should go to bed early because I do have to take my car in to get it looked at, just for oil change and just to make sure everything's good with it. But I'm here with you guys. I'm here streaming instead, like a bad boy, because I'm bad. Bad. I'm bad to the bone. Bad. I'm bad to the bone. All right, I just got copyright striked right there. Thank you very much. That's how much I matter to you. I'm actually liking what I'm doing here with the nose. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit of extra, a little bit of my money's worth right there on that nose. It's hard to see, I think, from where you guys, because you guys all seeing it from an angle. John Singer Sargent, movie aside, please. Move aside, please. Oh, I'm not sure who John Singer is. Oh, is that the guy that sang the song? I don't know. I'm not very good with names of songs unless they're like Broadway, which don't test me. All right, I'm gonna get myself a little more black because you can't have. Where the heck did my paint go? Ah, good Lord. Goodness, John. There it is. It's way over there. Check out Mark English art. I will. Oh, shit. Got all over my hand. Well, that's how you know it's a good day. It's when you got paint all over your hands. Okay, what am I doing? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go put a little more darkness inside the eyeshadows here. A little bit. There you go. Okay. Good. Let's see. Maybe a little more detail. Maybe I can layer on some darkness on the temple here. Create a little bit more. Whoops, that's too dark. Let's see if we can spread that around a little bit. There we go. See, what I kind of find frustrating is there's some wrinkles going on this side, but there's not really a whole lot going on this side. So maybe what I'll do is sort of deviate from my photo reference and add that, and just give me a little bit more detail. Old Western artist Dolor. Oh, cool. I think I went too dark on that. That's okay. There we go. I'm trying to bring it in a little bit like this, so create a little bit of some lines there. There we go. I feel better about that because that side was just so dark. Have a little bit of darkness over here kind of helps a little bit. So in the last couple days, I've been practicing sketching. So I think if I was a better sketcher, then I think everything will just be better altogether. So I've been practicing it, and I'm not quite happy with it yet, obviously. I'm going to follow some of the wrinkles on the other side here. I just like those little wrinkles. Let's add a little wrinkle. So I've been trying to do a little more sketching, and I do like myself women, so I've been sketching, photos of models online. Ooh, I'm liking this. I'm liking where those wrinkles are going. That's kind of nice. You ever see those awful, just awful TikTok videos, or not? I say the word TikTok a lot to refer to basically all kinds of short form videos that I don't like, even though I refuse to download TikTok on my phone because I think it's cancer. But in class I will say, oh yeah, check out those TikTok videos and all that stuff, right? But those TikTok videos where they're trying to like demonstrate how to do something, and it's just god awful, and they're all like, look at these, look at, oh, this is amazing, this is amazing how this is turning out, and it's always just the worst shit ever, the most disgusting. And they do that just to farm like clicks and stuff like that. I want to see if I can bring in these wrinkles, these character lines. Just kind of bring them out just a little bit more. Ugh. Just lightly feathering them. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I think they'll probably need, what I probably need to do is just bring this tone down a little bit more over here on this cheek. Oh, that ruined it. Emergency, put some water on that sucker. Alright, let's just wipe it. Reset. Alright, maybe let's get a little bit of shadow on here. There we go. I don't know. Don't love it. Honestly, don't love it. Well, don't like what I did. Let me go come back and lighten it with that cashew. That's what I kind of think. That's what I kind of find fun about painting too. Is like I can make mistakes, come back and kind of fix them, and it sort of works still. I think I'm pretty good with that. Let's maybe put a little bit of milky white on my palette. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I don't like, and I think I just don't like how thick this line is. So maybe I'll just bring it down a little bit. This is kind of tricky to try to live stream and try to paint at the same time. Usually I'll just, paint by myself. But I think it's kind of fun. Again, total experiment. Let's see how it goes tonight. I'm not trying to break anything cool. For the best part, acrylic is building over mistakes and really adds to the final painting. I agree. This is just so much fun. Alright, I think I'm trying to think what other details I can do. I could do some lip detail. I'm gonna go with a little bit of milky white. Oh my gosh, I got paint all over my fingers. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick before I ruin my painting by touching it. And I'll be right back. I have returned. What are we speaking of? You guys talking about me? Alright. Drew Struzan uses wax colored pencils on top of mixed media. Oh, cool. I feel like I'm one of the ancestors. I'm one of my ancestors because I appreciate the value of someone that takes their time in something that is authentically. That there's far as days future when it's just like. I'm not sure if I'm having a stroke or that was just confusing to read. Sorry, I'm just making fun of. I think people still appreciate authenticity. I think more so than ever. Ooh, that little highlight just sells that lip. I think maybe I'll do a little bit on the top lip. I notice there's a little bit of detail on the top lip. There we go. But one of the things one of the projects I want to do is a painting of my rabbits. But my idea was, I want to paint them like, Renaissance figures. We'll give the cheeks a little bit more of a kiss of that milky white. Get those highlights out even more. Ooh, ooh, baby, ooh, child. Maybe a little bit more over here. Yeah, now we're getting some dimension on that. Getting some volume on that that cheek. Ooh, ooh, yum. All right, now we're talking. Maybe a little bit of detail there. Oh, that's starting to pop. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, I wanted to put little creases in the lips right down here too. So that's kind of what I was gonna go for. I probably need a pink. Maybe I'll go pink. Let's just see what happens if I lay down a little pink there. I feel like I'm gonna have black all over myself at some point in this stream. All right, let's do a little bit of pink. I just want little tiny creases of pink right here. Maybe I could, there we go. Maybe if I draw out some of the darker tones of that, just slight, just so tiny. Stupid details, but I think it'll help sell the effect. I'll be honest, not feeling it. But hey, we tried it. Autocorrect effed me up on that. That's okay. I'm goofing with you. You know, the internet, we're allowed to kind of goof on each other, especially in a live situation. Of course, you know, you might go ahead and take this out of context and then get me canceled. I think I'm already canceled, frankly. I think people like me are way too old to be on the internet. We are old men. YouTube is no country for old men. I'm liking this already a lot. I don't think I need to do a whole lot more. I could do a little detail. Let's just see what happens if I just give a little bit of like speckles on the... I'm not sure I love doing anything with the coat, with the jacket. Maybe what I'll do actually is I'll take some black. I notice he's got like a little like little ridges, and maybe just kind of give. Let's put like a little bit of. There we go. Some ridge details inside the collar. I don't know if you can even see. You guys can't even see that. Sorry. Well, you're not gonna be able to see it because of the shine of the canvas. What I'm trying to do is create little ridges, because he's got little ridges on his, like a little ruffle kind of a thing going on. And I'm just gonna take my time, slowly fill these in. And I'm just going to add a little bit of texture to the little detail to the jacket. I feel like I'm talking like Bob Ross. I don't know. I'm just not. I have no interest in painting. I have no interest in painting landscapes. I literally have no, like, I don't want a Bob Ross at all. I'd much rather paint Willem Dafoe. I want to do Anya Taylor-Joy next. I'm not doing a great job, but that's okay because I'm just kind of creating texture in this jacket or in this sweater collar. I want to paint naked ladies. Oh yeah. Problem with painting naked ladies though, and I love doing that. That's practically what my sketch practices are. Is you can't show them to anybody. You know, that's the thing. You can't really show off your work unless you want to get demonetized. Like I couldn't show off a nude portrait in this situation. It's a minor detail, but it helps sell the texture of the collar a little more, I think. I'll dig it. For landscapes are only fun for me if they're liminal space. Love Bob Ross, but fuck Bob Ross paintings. Yeah. I mean, if I did landscapes, I'd probably be closer to like what a Salvador Dali landscape, like weird surrealist crap. Not saying Salvador Dali is crap. I'm just saying mine would be weird surrealist paintings. Eyeballs floating. Oops, that's too much paint. We'll go with it. Yeah, I'm liking where we're going with this already here. I have to do a little bit of blending here on this side of the collar. Draw landscapes with the naked ladies in them? Well, that's an option. I was thinking actually doing a still life with fairies. Like fairies in it. All kinds of fairies. Naked fairies. Maybe they don't have to be naked. But they're wearing skimpy costumes. Holding on to bananas and apples. And that kind of fruit. Alright. I may look at that in the morning and go, what the hell was I thinking? But I think we'll go with that. Alright. What else do I need to do? I think I'm pretty close to calling this one done. I do want to try to put a little bit of a background on everything here. But yeah, I'm really close to calling this done here. Once you finish the painting, you should flick your brush with some white paint to give it some minor splatters. The problem with that is I've tried that, but I'm never happy with the result. So I don't like doing that. I could do a little more hair detail, like right here. I notice. And just having a little bit of the texture of the canvas here kind of works for the hair because it gives it a little softness. My eye is going crazy. Ugh. Oh. There it goes. I was just doing some hair details you can't even see on the camera. Sorry, my eye is just literally just started like itching like crazy. It happens every time I live stream. I must be like allergic to live streaming or something. Alright. Don't do that around the face. Oh, for the background, you mean? I'm not in love with this little section here. So I think it's time maybe to give the background a little bit of a little bit of color. I'm going to use probably white. I bought this big old brush. This guy might be too big. Yeah, it might be too big for this job. I think it's a little monstrous, but I like it. I like this brush. Maybe something more like this. This guy. Meow Wang says it's never too big. Are you suggesting that Pollock has something going for him? That's what Meow Wang. Fool says if you swing your arm, try to have it start and finish your arc outside the canvas, and that's when the biggest blobs of paint leave the brush. They'll give you much finer drops. Oh, good point. I just don't want to do brush. I don't want to do drops on this painting because I like it too much, and I'm afraid I will literally ruin it by doing that. All right, let's get some white. Hell with it. We're going with pure titanium white. Yeah, son. Going for the titanium white. Yeah, son. Oh, man. My eyes. A little bit of water on that. Not much. And just fill in. Yeah, I know the painting has the picture has a little bit of a give him a little bit of highlight on that, on the shoulders maybe. Yeah, that'll work. Let's go ahead and give a little bit of white. I already painted my easel now. Okay, now I've got that. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of blue and mix that into the white. Maybe kind of come in a little bit. Let's see. I think I overdid it there. I lost some of my hair. I'll come back and hit some more hair back. I can actually wipe off some of that. I think I need to hit it with a little bit of black on that. Off topic, but are you working on any good long form videos? Not right now. Right now, I'm still in the process of trying to finish moving, or at least trying to get things unpacked. So I made the move. Now I got to unpack everything, and that is turned out to be an absolute annoying nightmare. Just adding some back of that hair. lost when I took some of the blue out. Pretty happy with that. I might come back and maybe just smooth out some of this blue, or come back with a little bit of white and just kind of blend it back together. But I think I'm gonna be calling it pretty soon as far as this painting is concerned. And I'm very happy with this. This is great. I think I'm just ready to move on to something else. But I just enjoy the whole process of painting. I was gonna tell the story about how this is tricky to actually live stream and paint at the same time, because it's my brain is kind of half working, half not working. There we go. But in the art class I do, they're going to be a live study on Saturday, which I'm going to go do. And the guy says the live study, they have a girl this time that's very Disney-esque. And I'm like, oh, sweet. That'll be nice. That'll be fun. You know. Ooh, I'm liking what's happening here as I'm doing this little bit of weird action with my wrist. I like what's the little bit of highlights that this face is picking up. I can do a little bit of there. So anyhow, we do this live session, and there's this one girl that shows up, and she's got to be like, I don't know, maybe 18, 19. I think she's older than 18, but I could be wrong on that. And oh my gosh, all she does during the live sessions and any art classes is she just non-stop talks, like all the time. And it's usually like stuff like about the History Channel and ancient aliens. And you know, at first I found it kind of annoying. Then I was like, well, you know, you might as well just play along and start talking more about ancient aliens yourself. Talk about cable drift. Just adding a little more corner. I don't like that. I screwed that up. John done fucked it up. No, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I don't like what I did. Bring it back. It's because I was trying to talk while I'm painting. That's the problem. See what I don't like what I did there? Wait a minute. Ancient Aliens is awesome, bro. Problem is, though, you're trying to paint and she just does not stop talking. And I don't think she actually does any art. Like, I think she literally just, I think if you looked at her pad, you know, if it was during a live drawing and you look at it, it's like nothing. Because I don't think she actually does any artwork. Like, I love doing the live paint. The live paint is fun as F. Gosh, I love it. Like, you know, they say you should try to, or live paint, live draw. They say you should paint from reality, because if you just paint strictly from photographs, you don't really see the world, right? You just kind of get used to seeing two-dimensional representation of the world, whereas you paint from reality, it's got a little bit more, you get a little more detail and all that stuff. I'm going to add a little, I'm just going to come back here and put a little hair detail here, because this ear is starting to bug me. Oops, shit, too much water. Let's clear that off. There we go. That's not. So I want to add a little bit of detail of hair. Doing a terrible job here. There we go. That ear was just popping a little too long for my tastes. Yeah, I think that's... We want to darken up that ear a little bit. There we go. What was I saying? Other than that girl just does not shut up. So I ended up just kind of playing along and talking about ancient aliens. Ancient aliens. Give him a little bit of a sideburn. Why not? I think I'm done. I'm doing more damage, I think, to the painting than good. But I'm pretty happy with where I'm at with this. Let me fix this up a little bit here. There's a little more white. Just a little more white on that. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I'll balance it out on that side. I'm sweet. How am I sweet? I told a 17-year-old girl she should shut the F up. I'm not anything but sweet. I'm the sweetest mofo you'll ever meet. I keep trying to match that balance of the white on the blue. There we go. One of these days I'll try practicing the palette knife. I'm just not there yet. You gotta give me a break. I've been painting for a week. I mean, I don't want to show off and all. I mean, yes I do. I do kind of want to show off that I've been painting for a week. But like I said, I do have miniature painting background and I do have a photography background. So it helps, I think, when you look at stuff like this, the portraiture and all that. Oops, I literally just painted my phone. Good for me, John. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be doing it. There's Willem Dafoe. He looks happier than the reference photo that I have back there. He's actually smiling more of a warm smile, and in the photo, he's got more of a demented look to him. He's got more like a Joker. So I kind of made him friendlier, which is not my intention. But what the heck, you know? One of the things that one of the art teachers was saying to me was basically, you know, no one's going to see the reference photo, so don't worry about it. And they're probably 100% correct on that. I want to go back just because I can't leave good enough alone. Let's see if I can put a little bit of a lighter blue on some. Oh, too much. I don't like it. Awful. Kill yourself, John. There we go. Even lighter than that. I need a super light blue. I'm just going to kind of create a little bit of a U. Whoops. A little bit of a U around the pupil. There we go. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Oh, I think that sells it. Palette knife isn't a skill level thing. It's just different tool and brush for me. Personally, prefer it. You might prefer something different. Yeah, I just never tried it. I like brushes. You know, it's another thing. Like, you know, I was trying to discover whether I liked. I like charcoal. I find a lot better than I like graphite for doing pencil sketches. But charcoal is a messy thing. There we go. Just trying to get a little bit more of a pupil going there. That's probably pretty good. I should leave well enough alone at this point. I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna ruin it by doing more stuff to it. Just end it, John. Just like your career, end it. Like your YouTube career, end it. Yeah, I like that. All right. Nude photos are very hard to establish as more of a personal boudoir kind of ask request when publicizing something so intimate. It can be very controversial. Yeah, so I mean, I used to do. I've done some nude photography. I've done projection nude photography where you take a projector and you project patterns onto a nude, and it's I think it's one of the most interesting approaches toward nude photography because essentially it's like you're clothing somebody with light. The effect I've heard from models is that it's very much like body painting, only without the mess. Very little mess and being bathed with light, right? And a lot of the models I did it with really enjoyed the process. I want to get back into nude photography once I get my studio built. That's one of the things, not to get too personal, like the girl that I was with was not happy that I did that in my past. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll bend to your wishes and get rid of all the old stuff I did, and then no longer together. It's like, well, shoot. Good thing I didn't necessarily throw all of them away, all the backups away. I just threw away the hard copies. There's nothing really. I think people don't understand nude photography, and that there's nothing inherently sexual about it. Although, to be fair, there is a sexual component to it. There's this, nude photography has a sexual. And again, there's different levels of nude photography, right? There's nude boudoir, nude glamour, which tends to be more, more evocative of sexual desire. And then there's just pure nude photography, which is absolutely not sexual at all, right? I'm just putting a little bit of hair highlights. That's the cool thing about hair highlights, and I've been trying to learn how to sketch hair better. Hair is a difficult thing to sketch. It's even difficult to paint too. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's call it, John. But I like adding little highlights for the hair because it just kind of makes everything kind of pop a little bit more, even if it's not necessarily in the photo. A little bit here and there will do good. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there with that. Let's see. Fool says, I finally got to witness someone else go through my exact inner dialogue every time I'm wrapping up for the night on a painting. Is that what I'm doing? Is that the exact? It's like, no, a little bit more still. I want to just create a little more definition in this line. This is really fun. I'm enjoying this. I don't think this will be enjoyed by many online, but I'm enjoying it. There you go. Erasing that. There we go. Now it feels better. Bravo. Thank you, Wing IT. Yep, so my phone picture is not very good. The lighting is not so good, but there's Willem Dafoe. I think it looks better in person than it does on screen right now. I'm actually hating the way it looks on screen because in person I actually like where it's looking. I do enjoy that. It looks. I think it's got a really good feel in person. Again, I'm just looking at it and trying to figure out what am I doing wrong, and what else do I need to do to this dang thing. Maybe just trying to neutralize some of this lighting here on this lip. Maybe add a little bit of lighting there. There you go. That helps it out a little bit. Balances out the lip. Add a little bit. I love adding highlights because to me the highlights kind of sell the painting. It really gets it going. I think this artistry shows exact meaning of instead of money, so much motion. I apply 100,000%. Thank you. What I think I enjoy about painting too is it's sort of an art form. As a filmmaker, your art form is so collaborative. As a painter, when you paint, you're not being collaborative at all. You're doing exactly what you want to do. Ooh, I think that did some good stuff there. I like that. Stop it, John. Stop. Get help. You need help. Knock it off. Quit doing so much stuff to this thing. Just keep wanting to do little tiny touches, but I should just stop. I can't, because I'm a moron. Because I'm an amateur. I don't realize what I have. I should just stop. Not go forward anymore. But here I am, trying to find a little bit of that, cashew color. Add a little bit of detail there. Bring it back a little bit. There we go. I like that. We'll keep that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Varnish? Yeah, so varnish will be the next step. I think I'll wait for this to dry and I'll varnish. I got a bunch of other paintings I have to do. I should varnish. I just learned. I learned about varnish. I never even I didn't know what varnish was, and so I bought this satin varnish right here that I'll probably just do tomorrow. I heard like you do 3 coats of that. Mix varnish. Mix with acrylic paint to varnish. Use a seal on dry finished work. Prevent cracking. Apply dry seal in thin layers until desired thickness is achieved. So I'll do this probably tomorrow on all my paintings, or maybe not tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Friday, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it because I do all my. I have a bunch of paintings. If you guys haven't seen, let's just go back to my full screen here. So we'll put this back in this mode here. So I don't know if this is the same crowd that was here on Sunday. Smooth out the hairline, my love. We don't have a hard front wig. Oh, from the hairline? It's pretty soft. Oh, careful, our grays take seriously. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what it looks like in this camera. It might actually look better in this particular camera than my phone camera. Let me clean some of the paint off of my easel. I already got my easel painted. Oh well, it probably will never stay completely clean. I love this easel. I just got this today. I just put together this today. This is a lot better than the easel I had before. So that's what it looks like from this camera's view. I think varnish will probably help that out, right? So that's one of the paintings I did. So I'll let that sit over here. Actually, the first successful one I did. Oh, crap. Alright, so here's very thin layers on the varnish. Yeah, that's what I read there. Sacrifice one painting to do first because there's a chance you will F it up, and nothing against you just happens every time. Well, I might try. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of that other painting. Well, I said very thin layers, right? So, just got hit with a commercial. Hope you made bank. I made my 2 cents. Got my 2 cents definitely in the bucket. All right, now I can put your comments back up here. Hang out for you a little bit. Where's my comment window? There they are. All right, so the very first one I did was this guy, Daniel Day-Lewis. That was my first. This is my first successful one. And like I said, I did an earlier one that I did not like, but this I liked very much because I liked the details that came out of there. So I'm a big fan. Then I came home. And I was like, I want to tackle a bigger project. Oh, crap. Well, that's not good. I need to clean that off the floor real quick. I did this guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then after that, I wanted to do a female character. And so I did Kate Shawarma from the Bridgerton. Oh, this is my third painting. And then my fourth one, because I wanted to go back and do another female, was Anna de Armas. It's just an Anna de Armas photo painting that I ended up doing, which I really liked the way her dress came out. I appreciated that one. So, and then, as you can see, the latest one with Willem Dafoe, they all kind of get better and better every go. You get a little bit better and better. I may start with the Everything Everywhere because that's my least favorite painting so far. All right, let me just wipe this floor down real quick because I just spilled a bunch of paint on it. Oh, gosh. Making a mess, John. Making a mess. What did I do with my milkshake? There it is. I've got some luxury vinyl flooring here in this room. Just got it put in. Luckily, the paint comes right off of that. No problem. Especially when it's still wet. Alright. Well, there it is. Dafoe is the best? I think so. It's one of those things where like you get better and better over time. So, of course, the latest one's going to be better. You know, the first one's... I still think that... I think that... I did really good with Daniel Day, but I don't think it. I think the resemblance is not as good as Dafoe. Dafoe, I think it looks most like Dafoe. Although I wanted to make sure because I asked my friend, it's like, does this look like? Does this? Who do you think this is? and then it became Dafoe. Soften the hard line, you say? The front line, you think, a little bit and soften it? You're probably right. You can do that. Let's come back here. Maybe go with a little. I don't have much. Softens a little bit. Needs pretty clouds. Let's see. Where's my photo reference? I need to get rid of it. Where's my Willem Dafoe? Willem, there you are. Yeah, he's a little bit softer. Just when I thought I was done, you bring me back in. I'm gonna dry my brush up a little bit and just. Yeah, I think that helps. I don't know how soft I can get it right now. It's got a little bit of a widow's peak, so maybe I'll kind of bring that down a little bit. Now, the widow's peak maybe gives a little bit more of a sinister. Yeah, I think that works. All right. Well, tomorrow is another class day. I'll be teaching tomorrow some basics of Premiere Pro. Well, that'll be fun. I get a little bit softer. That widow's peak. Not going too nuts over it. Alright, that's probably good. Alright, that's enough. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No more. 1 o'clock. Not bad. Alright, another hour. So this whole painting took about, I'll show you. This whole painting took a little over 2 hours. There's 2.5 hours to do. So not too shabby. I'm liking it. Check out the artists. What were they again? Try to remember the names of the artists. I'm getting tired. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep because I need to go wake up early tomorrow to take my car to get looked at. Oil changed. The car runs fine. Just want to make sure everything's, because I haven't taken it to them yet. Just want to make sure everything's hunky-dory. I discovered this wax paper technique for working on palettes. Oh, so much easier. Alright. There you go. I already got paint on my easel, so I know it's real. Got paint on my hands. It's just a mess, guys. Honestly, I love his interpretation. It shows the direct time and stamp of this emotional conflict. And whoever is drawing does cloud does not any more dramatic than the person's emotion that. Bernie Fuchs, Andrew, Albert Dorn, Robert McGinnis, Mark English. Cool. I'll look those up. Good night. You're a pretty inspiration. You're a real inspiration. Keep going. Thank you. That's a shell goop going. By the way, let's go with. Put you on screen. Now you gotta see her. You're on screen. All right. I am really tired. I'm gone. It's been a long day. I've been talking all day long. All right, guys. Well, I'll do a live stream on this weekend sometime, and we'll do like a traditional live stream. We'll just hang out and do a legitimate chat. Okay? So hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit as we did a little bit of painting at Willem Dafoe, and I shall see you guys later. Bye-bye.